Alright, let's make quick work of them too. Oh! Hey everybody, Invisible Gecko here, and in the last episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we completed the Under the Red Moon Shrine and a couple others. And in this episode, we are going to be exploring more of this region. So, I wanted to start off over here by the Bottomless Swamp. I was going to move through and then kind of loop around over here. We do have a shrine nearby, and I believe that it's that pin right there. So, we have kind of just a nice little, peaceful swamp. Oh. Alright, is that a memory? I cannot, okay, I really was not planning this. We just found another memory. Which one is it? Okay, I can't remember which one this is in the order, so I guess this is gonna be kind of a surprise then. Kind of an interesting way to start out the episode.
How did it come to this? The divine beasts, the guardians, they've all turned against us. It was Calamity Ganon. It turned them all against us. And everyone, Mifa, Urbosa, Rivali and Daruk, they're all trapped inside those things. It's all my fault. Our only hope for defeating Ganon is lost, all because I couldn't harness this cursed power. Everything I've done up until now, it was all for nothing. So I really am just a failure. All my friends, the entire kingdom, my father most of all. I tried and I failed them all. I left them all to die.
Alright, so we are starting off with a bit of a tearjerker of a memory. Yeah, so you can really just see, like, the mental toll that all of this has taken on Zelda, and knowing that she's been trapped inside Hyrule Castle for, 100 years now after all of that. You know, it just gives you more motivation to complete the story and to take on Calamity Ganon. So with that motivation, let's go and continue on our path. And it looks like we do have that shrine right up ahead. And you know, kind of going back to something I had said in a previous episode about the way that Link and Zelda's, relationship develops over the course of the memories, it's just really... I love the story in this game. Seeing them go from, her, just absolutely misplacing all of the anger that she feels, and all that towards Link, and then just them coming together, and, it's a beautiful story. It really impacted me a lot back when I first played it, and it's a really, really great way that they ended up telling the story, I think. The memories have always been kind of like a touchy subject for people. Alright, we are at the Wetland Stable, and I swear, if Cass has one more shrine quest for us.
Oh.
We meet again, Small Kingdom. Did you see the shrine near this stable? I know quite a bit about them. You see, my teacher... Alright, well, this is already stuff that we've heard. Wait, is it? Okay, I guess let's hear it. I didn't really realize. I thought he was just gonna... Oh. Okay, it really is all just the same thing. Well, you know what? You learn. But, yeah, like I was saying, I really appreciate Link and Zelda's dynamic in this game. You know, seeing them grow from that very first memory and just where they end up, it's just, oh, it's so heartbreaking. Alright, so we are at the Kaowan Shrine, and this is the wetland stable once again. So let's see what we have here. Okay, it looks like this is shields from water. Alright, so obviously what we need to do is go ahead and get Cryonis out. Wait. Yeah, that is Cryonis. I thought I said the wrong thing. Here we go. Let's just build ourselves a little bit of a stairway here. And we should just be able to climb right up. Maybe? Okay, there we go. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and just raise one of those platforms there. Ow. Okay, I should have realized that wasn't gonna stop it. Alright, come on, get up, Link. Could you climb? There we go. Alright, what do we have in our first chest in this shrine? Okay, another ancient core, not too bad. Now, I do realize that I forgot to get more arrows, so that is something we're gonna have to stop and check in with Beetle about. Alright, nothing too difficult there. Grab that, and let's go a little bit further. Looks like we have a raft that we need to take. I don't think I'm gonna be able to catch up to that one, obviously. But, we go ahead, let's do this. And there we go. Alright, let's just build one of those out here. Okay, I really didn't think about this enough, I guess. I completely missed something. Alright, let's just take this one out. So, we do have another chest over here. Just run through here. There we go. Alright, what do we have? Okay, Knight's Broadsword. Not too bad, but not anything we particularly need. But that is just alright. Can I get up? Alright, there we go. And we don't really need to worry about the raft anymore, because we're now at the end of the shrine. Man, I gotta say, I'm ready for those faster load times in the Switch 2 edition of this game. Okay, let's delete that pin, and... I almost got sidetracked there. So, let me go and see... Oh, it looks like Oreo's keeping Beetle some company. Trying to get some arrows for me. Alright, let's see. Yeah, should have some bundle... Oh! Customer Appreciation Day, I love it. An ancient arrow. An arrow created using ancient technology. To be struck with one is to be consigned to oblivion in an instant. It deals devastating damage, even against guardians. Yes, an excellent arrow to have. I hear it works best if you hit the guardians in the eye with it. This old guy named Robbie gave it to me. To find him, go way north past Zora's domain, all the way to Okala Ancient Tech Lab. Old Robbie makes a bunch of other weird weapons and clothes and stuff. I guess he's what you'd call a mad scientist, which is kind of cool, but also terrifying. If you want strong weapons and stuff, you should go see him. Anyway, back to business. Okay, back to business. Let's get ourselves some arrows finally, because we are in desperate need of them. Okay, 120 rupees, and just one of these. Thank you very much, Beetle. No, I do not need anything else. Alright, so let's take a quick little look around. We've had some books here talking about old rumor mills, and it looks like that is not in a shortage here. Alright, hey there, Tracy here, representing the rumor-loving sisters. Have you heard gossip from your family members? Here's my current favorite. Dragons actually exist. No way, that simply can't be true. Is that what you're thinking right now? I used to think that too. But then I traveled to Lanayru, Akala, and Farron, and I heard some real eyewitness accounts. So, yes. We do have recommendations on where we can find those dragons like we did all the way over here at the Tabantha Great Bridge. So, what we need to do is kind of check around an area like this, and then somewhere further up here, perhaps near the Akala Ancient Tech Lab? Who knows? We will know at some point, but that point is not now. So, let's get right back on get right back on Beetle. No, we are not going to be getting on Beetle. Let's just ride Oreo through here, and let's delve into some uncharted territory. Okay, so if we look up ahead, we have a lot of water, it looks like. And a fire is nearby. Alright, it looks like we... Oh! We just completely blew through that goat. I guess we got some raw meat out of the deal, so it wasn't too bad, I guess. Thank you for the meat, goat. Now, we do have some blue bokoblins messing with the innocent civilians, bystanders. Here we go. Come on. Alright, yep, this sword makes quick work of all of these enemies. A Lysol boomerang. I'm pretty sure we already had one of those. Do you wander Hyrule keeping everyone safe? You're doing good work. Here, this is to show my appreciation. You know, I like your appreciation because energizing glazed mushrooms are nothing to be scoffed at. 5 hearts and a little bit of stamina. I suppose no place in Hyrule is safe anymore, not even the settlements. All the more reason for me to redouble my training in order to help my beloved Sorelia. Well, good luck. We're saved. Yes, okay. Now that we have that all done, let's get back on Oreo. Just a quick little pit stop there. Now, like I was saying, we have a lot of water over here. Very interesting, very mysterious. We do have that pinned. That will be something to check out. I can't remember if it is a tower or if it's shrine, but I do see another shrine right up ahead. So, what I want to do here is just kind of like follow along the road for the most part, but I think this kind of requires that we explore a little bit. So, let's get a little bit of height up here. Okay. So we've had a fire version of that thing. Well, not a water, a ice version, and this is electricity. So, let's take a quick little snapshot there. And that is an electric wizrobe. Mr. Electric. Okay, well, it looks like we can actually ride Oreo down there, as those bokoblins seem to have figured it out. Alright, let's make quick work of them too. Oh! I just got laid out. Okay, there we go. Did you just quit moving back? There we go. Alright, what spear did you have? A Lysol spear. Oh! Excuse me. Alright, do not use an ancient arrow on that. That is a... That's one of those things that I would never live down. Okay. Took care of them real fast, and... yeah, all the water here seems to be really shallow, so... not gonna have any problems working our way over to that shrine. Alright, that thing's gonna be dinging pretty loud. Shouldn't be dinging too much longer, at least. Okay, we do have some... we have some bridges along here, actually. And what appears to be some fences, stuff like that, and some ruins. The Goponga village ruins. Huh. Okay. Not in the business of killing another goat just right at the moment, so let me take a quick little look around. And you know what? Might as well just go ahead. Oh, it's waving. Well, I don't want to be your friend, so goodbye. That was very, very short work again. And a lightning rod, you know, same concept as all the other rods that we found. You just throw and, or well, swing, I guess, and then it'll just use electricity. So we do have a chest here, and that is 50 rupees, not bad at all. Okay, let me see. Well, rusty broadsword, nothing too spectacular. Oh, we have another shrine right over there. That's actually not that far away, so we're probably going to be able to tackle 2 here in quick succession. I would really love to find the tower here at some point, but... Okay, I guess I should have just looked right ahead because it's right there. So we have quite a few things that we can get done in this episode, easy. Alright, let me just get back to Oreo. Alright, hopefully this works out just fine. We have a Lizalfos blocking the entrance here, but that's nothing too worrisome. Here we go. And bam! Nice. And this is the Dakatus Shrine. Very interesting. I see some Lizalfos are trying to be sneaky, but... well, can't be sneaky enough for our trained eye. Sunken Scoop. Interesting. Oh. Alright, looks like we need to get Magnesis out, and... let's grab these balls. Here we go. Oh. Can I grab that again? Okay, there we go. Thank you very much. And what does that open? Okay, so that opens the first gate here. I'm not sure if we're gonna need that anymore, but let's see. Okay, we got some more over here, and actually, it looks like we... Okay, we need to grab one of them and do... let's see. Let me grab one of these. Okay, I thought that was gonna be way smoother and cool than it ended up being, but, alright, grab that, and let's come all the way over here, and that's a little unfortunate. Did not mean to fling that quite so dramatically, but let's grab one of these. Okay, here we go, and, oh. Weird, okay. So I guess we need to... Alright, let's grab this. Or wait, can I push this down on that button? Can I just... push? Okay, that doesn't work. I wonder if we need to... get more... weight in here? I don't know, that wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. Or do we just have to drop it, maybe? Will it be heavy enough? Okay, it is. I wasted quite a bit of time, and there it goes, just popping up like a rubber ball bouncing around. Okay, and that opens up a pathway right down below. Haven't seen a chest yet. I'm kind of wondering. Maybe that'll be further along? Let's see. Doesn't look like anything so far, but... there's gotta be something. Huh. Maybe I didn't look hard enough? Okay, I'm gonna take a quick little look around at the shrine again and see if I can spot anything. Oh, yes, over here, right at the very first area. Just have to run down here, and then we have a chest right on this little secret room. Let's open that up. Come on, 300 rupees. Alright, a silver longsword. That's not too bad. Although the Zora prefer spears to swords, they made this two-handed weapon using a special metal. Huh. Interesting. Well, you know what? Now that I think about it, let me go ahead and look at my swords and see if there's anything that I would prefer to drop in favor of that. And it does not look like there is anything I would prefer to drop, unfortunately. Maybe that Lionel sword. That's 24 damage. What is that? 22. Oh, yeah. No. Let's just go ahead and throw that away. Yeah! Nice. And with that, we have 4 spirit orbs. We can get yet another upgrade, and I'm kind of wondering if maybe I want to do a heart container, but more stamina would be nice. Alright, got that one done. Now, let's quickly run right over and get that other shrine done now. Okay, we should be able to just follow a pathway, I'm guessing. Looks like that might actually have more Well, yeah, I think the water might be more deep in that area. Now that I'm looking at it, I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Alright, more of the Zolfos. If nothing else, we should be able to just let Oreo rest here for a moment, and then we can head over. Alright, I'm gonna stop right here. And it looks like we do have another Korok. So let's go ahead and grab this real fast. Excellent. And with that, I think we have 60 overall, if I looked at the, oh. I think we have 60 overall, but, oh, we have an electric keys, and with that, a electric keys wing. It produces electricity, and is not, it won't shock you. Okay, I can't read, I'm sorry. Alright, let's just clear these enemies out real fast, just to get them out of the way. And yeah, that is a little bit further than I was anticipating, but it looks like we can actually go ahead and call Oreo over and ride a little bit closer that way. So it is nice that it's shallow, at least for that. Okay, let's get going. Alright, now let's take a look around, and we do have that tower actually pretty close now that I'm looking at it. And it looks like it is right along the path that I was wanting to take in the first place, so this is working out perfectly right now. Okay, we got some more ruins right ahead. And it sounds like another well, no, I take that back. I am so terrible at remembering which is which. Okay, so we have another... Oh, we have quite a few bokoblins over here. Oh, they have some electric arrows. Definitely do not want to be messing around with that. Okay, what do they have? A spiked bokobo. Alright. Let's just get a few shots off here. There we go. Bring it! Ow. Excuse me. There we go. Alright, got some more arrows, which is very much welcomed. Alright. Oh, we have a nice looking chest right here. Come on, something good. You know, I feel like I was baited with that. Here we go. Oh, we have another bokoblin. I didn't even realize. Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Okay. I'm just gonna grab all that real fast, and let's head over to that shrine. Oh, wait, what is that? Oh, you there! Hello?
Hey!
Over here! I'm over here! What the... It's a Zora. I apologize for calling on you so suddenly. I am Leto, a proud member of the distinguished Zora. Are you a real Hylian? I had no choice but to call upon you. Will you please spare me a moment of your time? Sure thing. What's up? Thank you so very much. What are you pointing at? Do you see that tower? The one atop that mountain yonder. I need you to go upstream of Zora River, which runs along the north side of that tower, to Inigo Bridge. I can see it in your eyes. You're asking yourself, why me? A reasonable question for a stranger accosted by a passing Zora in such a manner. But I must assure you, this venture will be very profitable for you as well. You see, Prince Sidon of the Zora is in desperate search of a strong Hylian. And as this is a royal request from the prince himself, it's safe to assume a generous reward is in the cards. That is why I'm asking you to meet with Prince Sidon at Inigo Bridge, along with the Zora River just upstream of here. Alright, so I guess we are now officially in Zora territory. A very exciting part of the game, and one of my favorites, to be honest. I think that the Zora domain is easily one of the most popular regions, and it definitely has one of the most popular characters, Prince Sidon. So, very exciting stuff we're going to be getting into very soon. I was going to grab this chest here real fast, and then we can just glide right down, maybe, to that shrine. It appears that we do have a lot of stuff growing along there, but that should be no match for our trusty gliding skills if we do not just dive down further. Okay, come on, that's got to set fire to it, right? Yes, it does. Burn, baby, burn. There we go. And with that, we can just glide right up if we wanted to. Except not anymore, but this is the Sherada Shrine. We have the speed of light. We're turning into the Flash in this episode, everybody. Here we go. Let's just start turning that. And it appears that that moves a laser. Interesting. I guess if we just keep pushing this, maybe it'll... Do we have to hit that beam? Oh, there we go. Alright, now that that's filling up with water, what can we do? Oh, we have a chest right down there, and it looks like we cannot... Alright, well, maybe we can go ahead and push this again. Please be something good. An opal, alright. I was gonna say, I don't necessarily think that there should be a whole lot to this shrine, honestly, because, what is going on? There is something that we're gonna have to... Wait, that's still going. Alright, I mean, I guess let's go ahead and just try and see what happens. There we go. Alright, climb up, Link, go ahead. Oh. So we're gonna have to move this barrel down, but we're also going to need... Well, unless it... Okay, so it is just gonna float then. Alright, let me just get that position down there. Let's just push that real fast, and then let's get going! I guess it makes more sense now that it's called the speed of light, since we really have to go fast here. There we go. I'll go ahead and get down over here. That way we can grab that and reposition it if need be. Nope, we are good. Excellent. So we now have yet another shrine complete. Let's just go ahead and grab that 5th spirit orb and we will be on our way. It really is kind of hard for me to believe how fast we're going through all this, honestly. Here we go. Okay, let me see. Oh, man, alright. I'm gonna go ahead and just pin that here. There we go. Alright. And with that, I think I'm gonna have to get back to Oreo and go around that mountain there. Because I don't... Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and take Oreo, go back through here, and then use that road so that I can just ride up through there. Alright, I will meet you guys back at Oreo then. Here we go. Alright, let's get back on the road together. I think we can actually just go ahead and go along the riverbank here, and then that'll save us a lot of time just going around that mountain then. Yeah, because that's going to be way too deep going through there to just simply run through. Or I guess, ride through. Excuse me. Can we get up over here? Yes, we can. We just gotta... Oreo, you need to turn for me, alright. There we go. Excellent. So, yes, what bridge are we at now? One that is close enough to another shrine. Man, we are finding a lot in this episode. And this is the Thames Bridge. Now, I'm kind of thinking Maybe I ought to just go ahead and go to the right, because what does that say? Alright, never mind. We're just gonna go this way then. Shouldn't be too terrible for riding through. Oh, who is this? Alright, Oreo, I need you to quit just speeding through people. Alright, who are you? Karsh. Savota. I'm Karsh of the Gerudo. Remember that name. It's been quite a while since I left home to go on this journey, but my passion hasn't gone down one bit. You know who else has endurance like that? The Gorons. Maybe one of them would be a match for me. Oh, okay. Alright. Good luck. So, let's get back on the road then. Not really the road, an interesting little separation of the river and the land here. Looks like we have a very large pile of bones up ahead, so that's something. Okay. Alright, let me just ride along here. Man. And I believe that should be where Kakariko Village is at, so that explains those interesting looking mountains. But we do have a very interesting looking enemy base over here. Step right up and buy them. I don't want to buy anything right now. I just want to go and get that tower. But I'm really starting to get more tempted by that that camp there. Man, another shrine too. Alright, let me look. I don't know if we're going to be able to ride Oreo up through here, so let's just stop right at this little intersection in the road here. Alright, what are you talking about? Duma? Hey, it's kind of weird to see a Hylian around here. Indeed. Me, I'm a peddler, so I'm free to go where the wind takes me. Or the waves, or whatever. Yeah. Oh, let me introduce myself. I'm Duma. Nice to meet ya. The Zora along Zora River have been telling Hylians to go see Prince Sidon. The prince is waiting over Inigo Bridge. He ain't no good. First thing he says to me, he says, I've been watching you. And then he says, what's your name? Can you believe that heat? I don't need it. So I ran away from him and all that noise. Now here I am. So yeah, if you want to see a freak show... Alright, well, we were already on our way to go see Sidon anyway, so... Thanks for the... Excuse me, that was extremely rude of you. We were already on our way anyway, so that works out. Ow. Okay. Come on. There we are. And just like that, we are up at these giant bones. And we found ourselves a zap shroom. Okay, very nice, very interesting, very suave. Oh, there's the shrine. Man, that is right there. So we can just glide down from this tower when we're done. And that is definitely my plan. But it looks like my plan is going to have to wait because we have another chest here. Please don't shock me. Hunter's shield with durability up. Well, that shield looks very interesting, but not necessarily going to be something we need. Let's just run by these enemies real fast. Oh man, there's quite a few. That was pretty good timing. Alright, 5 arrows there. Ow. There's actually quite a lot of enemies this time. Man. Alright. Excuse me. Ow, ow. Don't throw me off the mountain. Looks like a little watch out tower there. Okay. Oh. You're really sneaky, actually. I did not see that one. Here we are. We are at the Laneru Tower. Awesome. So, it looks like a pretty standard tower. Nothing that we need to really stress about. No enemies surrounding it. No tar below it. No ghoulish stuff like the other one. The more I climb these towers, the more I'm thinking about that extra stamina wheel. I can't lie. Alright, just one last little ledge here. Come on, just about. Oh! Oh, no, 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 no. Aww. We are back at the top of Lanayru Tower after having to reclimb that entire thing. So let's go ahead and get this done, and it looks like we have another Zora up here too, so it's gonna be kind of interesting to see what he's doing up here. And just like that, we have another region in the map unlocked. Awesome, okay. Scanning area, let's get that drip on that tablet. Okay, excellent, and we can actually see a really good look at a future area. Hint, hint, it has to do with the Zora. Alright, what are you up to over here? Wow! I cannot believe it! My name is Groove. Excuse me. I am Groove of the Zora. It is apparent that you are a traveler, but may I ask what brought you here? I could ask the same, yeah. How very astute of you. An excellent query indeed. I, by order of Prince Sidon of Zora's domain, am searching for a Hylian, where I was, but then I fell asleep. I awoke to a loud noise and awful quaking, and now here I am. I'd like to get down and be on my way, but I'm simply too high up. I need to figure something out. Prince Sidon is down at the bridge below, but for some reason I cannot seem to catch his attention. But you are a Hylian, yes? Well then, my luck is improving. Prince Sidon, I found one! I found a Hylian! Prince Sidon doesn't seem to notice my struggle. Perhaps I should swallow my fear and jump to the river below. Then I could return to him. He must be worried sick. No, can't do it, I'm too high up. I'll likely meet the gods of the ever after before I ever see the Prince Sidon again. Mr. Hylian, I must apologize. It will be some time before I can get back to Prince Sidon. Please, you must leave me here and go on ahead. Alright, I will do just that. But first, let me go ahead and mark yet another shrine on the map. And I'm pretty sure I already got that tower marked. Did I? Yes, I did. Okay. Well, at least we got another shrine spotted. And you know what? While we're up here, we can see some very ominous storms up ahead. And kind of looking around a bit more, we do have a lot of different stuff that we can check out. But I really want to go ahead and focus on the shrines that are around us first. And then we can go meet up with this Prince Sidon. So let's go ahead, drop down here, and glide right on to the next shrine. And it looks like that road is going to lead us right over to that lava mountain. So, you got some interesting ways that we can go here. The Zora domain will come first, though. Oh, who are you? Torfu. Oh my, how wonderful. You're a Hylian. Yes, I am. Are you just going to tell me the same thing? Yes, they're all looking for Hylians, and all just pointing us towards Prince Sidon, who is right up ahead. Yes, I will talk to him in just a moment. But first, another shrine. Alright, a minor test of strength. You know, with all the tests of strength that we've had so far, this is going to be a cakewalk. A walk in the park. Just the easiest thing that we can imagine. This guy doesn't even have ears or a hat. Come on. You know what? Okay, I'm not going to use the fire arrow. That would be kind of dumb. There we go. Alright, you know what? Go ahead. There we go. Awesome. And let's just get that sword out again. Okay, we're already getting the music that we're about to beat this thing, so that's not at all surprising. I mean, look at this. Yeah, just like that. It's over. Alright, I'll grab this and then we will go get that chest. Here we are, let's see what we have. Another weapon probably. Yep, a knight's bow. Alright. I'm gonna swap that out before it can even drop the ground. Alright. Let's grab this spirit orb, and we will have a lot to do. Number 6. Okay, we already have enough for another upgrade and halfway to another one. We are making such good progress in this episode, and I'm so happy for it. Okay, now that we have that shrine done, let me go ahead and grab Oreo fast, because we've got quite a ways to go up here. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, is this going to be smart? It looks like this road winds a lot, and I don't think there's another stable anywhere nearby. Maybe it would be best to board Oreo for the time being. Yeah, probably a good idea. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then we can make our way back over here. So see you guys in just a minute. You know, now that I thought about it, it's too tempting to ignore. I'm going to go ahead and check out this camp over here, because it is one on the water. And it looks like a Lizalfos platform, mostly. Totika. Oh, there's one. Are you gonna just tell me about the Prince Sidon shit again? Ah, yes, I am a Hylian, and yes, I will go to the bridge in just a moment. I know. I know. Thank you. Thank you so much for the advice. Well, don't worry, Totika. I will be there momentarily. First, I wanted to check out all this stuff, and it looks like there may be some interesting chests around. Who knows? I don't. I'm just kind of running around. Oh, I forgot to equip another weapon. Here we go. You know, the funny thing about this, I was expecting another chest, but I don't really see one around. So hopefully I didn't do all this just so that I could go ahead and, just break my weapons. There we go. And it looks like we do have a chest, not a particularly grand looking one, but a chest no less. And it is 10 arrows. I can't really complain too much because we've really been needing them. Okay, well, bye. Alright, well, like I said, it doesn't look like a whole lot, but I do see a chest right there. Let's just magnesis that real fast. And what is that? An opal. So I can at least go ahead and sell that for something. We have another chest over here. Let's go grab that real fast, and then we can be on our way. Alright. Thank you very much. Well, never mind. I don't want to thank you. That was pretty pitiful. A 7 damage weapon. Alright, let's get back to that stable real fast. Okay, with Oreo now boarded at the stable, I am back over here and ready to go and meet Prince Sidon. So, we just gotta clear this Zalfos out of the way real fast. Goodbye. Ooh, I will gladly take that. Actually, drop that. There we go. Alright. Awesome. Get some more arrows for sure. And yeah, like I said, this is not going to be a very great place for Oreo to be going, but it looks like we now have our first little entrance into the Zora domain. And Prince Sidon up ahead.
Say, hey there, young one. Up top, above you. Pardon the entrance, but you're a Hylian, aren't you? I was hoping perhaps you'd have a moment to talk.
Aha! A Hylian! Yes, I knew it! Oh, pardon me. I am Sidon, the Zora Prince. And what is your name? Go on, please tell me. Link? Your name is Link? What a fantastic name! Though I cannot shake the feeling that I have heard it somewhere before. Well, in any case, it is a strong name. To be honest, I've been watching you. I've seen the way you work. I can tell by how you carry yourself that you are no ordinary person. Link, you must be a strong warrior among the Hylians, correct? That's right. Aha! Just as I suspected. I am a Zora Prince after all. I have an eye for talent that is unparalleled. Yes! Exquisite! I have been searching for someone like you for a long while. A man like you, Link, who carries himself with power. Right now, Zora's domain is in grave danger because of the massive rainfall coming from divine beast Va-Ruta. Please, promise you will help us. We need your strength, warrior. Won't you please come to Zora's domain with me? Sure thing. Wow, really? Thank you, Link. You are indeed the man I thought you were. Now, Zora's domain will be saved for certain. No time to waste. Hurry up and head over. Because of the rain, the cliffs are too wet to climb. To reach the domain, you'll need to go straight along this path. As a Hylian, I know you're unable to swim up the river. As such, the path to the domain may be a bit treacherous. You likely have a tough fight in store. There are monsters up ahead that attack with electricity. Don't give up. I believe in you. Oh, that's right. I have something that I would like to give you. This is just a small trinket to show that I have faith in you. An Electro Elixir grants a mid-level resistance to electricity useful against enemies with electrical attacks for 6 minutes and 10 seconds. It is a drink that will increase your resistance to electricity. I'm not sure why, but its effects do not seem to work for Zora. Perhaps because it was made specifically for Hylians. It should work wonders for you, though. I shall go on ahead and make sure there is not anything strange going on where you are headed. I shall go on ahead and make sure there is not anything strange going on where you are headed. I'm counting on you. Damn, he's jacked. Okay, and just like that, we have the new main quest, Reach Zora's Domain. And with that, I'm going to end the episode here at Inago Bridge. Inago, something like that. We have a path laid out before us, and we have met a prince. So, in the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, we're going to go through this winding road and make our way to the Zora Domain. See you all then.